There's a conversation happening in your head right now. No one else hears it, but it shapes your confidence, your decisions, and your future. It's the voice that replays your mistakes, the voice that questions your value, the voice that shows up late at night and says, "You're falling behind. You should be better than this." We're taught to watch out for enemies in the world, competition, criticism, bad luck. But most people don't lose to any of that. They lose to themselves. The real battlefield isn't out there. It's inside your own mind. That inner voice can either sharpen you or slowly tear you down. The ancient Stoics understood this long before psychology gave it a name. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire under constant pressure. Epictetus lived as a slave. Seneca faced exile and death threats. Their lives weren't easy, but they were steady. Not because the world treated them kindly, but because they learned how to govern their thoughts. They knew freedom doesn't come from controlling life. It comes from controlling how you respond to it. Today we're going to break down how to stop the inner critic from running your life, and how to replace it with a voice built on reason, discipline, and quiet strength. Because the moment you take control of your inner dialogue, you take back control of your power. Step 1. You are not your thoughts. Most people make one critical mistake when negative thoughts appear. They believe them. They assume every thought is a fact. Every judgment is truth. Every harsh inner comment is a reflection of who they are. Stoicism teaches the opposite. Your thoughts are not you. They are mental events, nothing more. Epictetus explained that pain doesn't come from situations themselves, but from the meaning we attach to them. In other words, it's not what happens, it's the story you tell yourself about what happens. When your mind says, "I'm not good enough," that's not an identity. That's a sentence your brain produced. And sentences can be questioned. Instead of fighting the thought, step back from it. Notice it. Name it. Say to yourself, "This is a thought, not a command." Picture it like traffic on a highway. Cars pass by all day. You don't chase every one. Stoics practice something called seeing life from a higher view, zooming out mentally to observe events without getting dragged into them. You can do the same. When self-criticism appears, pause, breathe. Watch it move through your awareness. You don't have to board every train that arrives at your station. The moment you create distance, the thought loses authority. You stop being trapped inside your mind and become the calm observer of it. That's not weakness, that's mastery. Step 2, train your mind with strong inputs. Your inner voice is built from repetition. What you read, what you listen to, who you spend time with, what you scroll through every day. Just like your body reflects your diet, your mind reflects its environment. If you constantly consume comparison, negativity, and noise, your inner dialogue will echo the same tone. The Stoics were intentional about this. Marcus Aurelius wrote reminders to himself, not for praise, but for discipline. Seneca wrote letters filled with encouragement and perspective, knowing that strong words strengthen the thinker. They didn't wait to feel motivated. They trained their thinking. You can do this too. Here's how. First, feed your mind daily. Read or listen to something that builds character, not ego. Something that reminds you who you want to become. Don't rush it. Reflect on it. Your thinking will slowly begin to change shape. Second, choose strong company. Spend time with people who value growth over perfection. People who challenge you without tearing you down. Their language will become part of your internal language. Third, design your environment. Create spaces that reinforce calm and focus. A quote that grounds you, music that steadies you, a journal that tracks progress instead of failure. Small inputs, repeated daily, create mental armor. Over time, your inner voice becomes steadier, clearer, stronger. The world will stay loud, but your mind won't be shaken by it. And when that happens, you move through life with quiet confidence, discipline, and purpose. That's the Stoic way.